I just want to show you that this is my fall and winter cover crop that we need to have turned under, and then this is the bed that we had the chickens on, and as you can see there's just a little bit in the corner there, and that's where we had the nesting box, so it was kind of hard for them to get under that part, but on the most part they have totally turned it for me, and there's only a little bit of chicken poop in there, so it won't be too bad. We have moved it over onto this bed as of last night, so it was on that other bed for 2 days and this is the first day. We ended up putting 3 different chickens in here, so we have 1 Australorp, 1 Buff Orpington, and 1 Rhode Island Red. So yeah, I'm happy with the outcome of this. And then as you can see, the birds are in there picking up any extras, and they're really enjoying that too. When I first walked in here, there was at least about 8 or 10 birds. We got 5. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see what's going on here. My cat is being all stealthy. Do you see her? Her head's poking out. She thinks that she is, there's like about a half a dozen birds. No, here she goes. And I am going to ruin her little feet here, because I'm not okay with that. You're a mouse kitty, not a bird kitty. Stop it. Hi, it's Cheryl with Caribou Country Lifestyle. So I just want to start off that I know I look like I'm in kind of a rough shape. I had a little accident on Sunday, so needless to say, I didn't get my seed started on Sunday like had planned. I was grocery shopping, and my bootlace got hung up on my other boot, and I had groceries in my hands, and I had my other hand in my pocket of my coat, and I was just opening up the door to my car, and so when my bootlaces kind of got hooked up on each other, I went down, and unfortunately I landed on pretty much my face. I had my glasses on. Thankfully they didn't break, but I ended up having to go to the hospital and just to have things checked over. I banged up both my knees and scraped my knuckle on my left hand. They did do an x-ray on my left knee and there was nothing there, so that's good. I just wanted to get checked over because I wasn't sure if I had either broke my nose, could have had a concussion. I mean, there could have been all kinds of things that could have been wrong, but thankfully that they weren't. I've been pretty stiff and sore since then, but yeah, the planting must go on. So today I've been busy planting my seeds. I have all of my flowers planted already, and I'm just about to plant the vegetables that I need to have planted for my I'm at the 6-week mark. Well, I would have been if I would have planted them the other day. So today so far I've planted the calendula, I planted some lupins, centaurea, coxcomb, cobaya. The cobaya I actually planted last year, but I planted it straight out in my garden. I don't know if you can see that, but that is the cobaya that I put in my garden. Now, it did sprout and it did grow, but I never ended up with any of those bell-shaped flowers on the vine. And on the packet it said you could start the seeds indoors, so that's what I've chose to do this year, so that I could have some flowers hopefully this year. I also have started some moonflower as well, and this is the moonflower. I think that looks pretty amazing. And that I had to soak the seeds in warm water before I could plant them. I'm also doing another type of a vine plant this year, and it's called rhodochiton, and that is another purple bells flower. So I'm excited to see what that's going to turn out like. I have 7 different kinds of zinnias. My first one is the California Double Giant. I have the Candy Cane Giant Cactus Mix, the Envy, State Fair Giant Mix, Persian Carpet, and the Cut and Come. And now I'm just about to start some vegetables. And first I'm going to be starting off with the cauliflower. And this one is the early snowball cauliflower. So I just have a couple of cells for this. I don't plan on doing too many plants of the cauliflower, just because I never know how well it's going to do between pests and development of the cauliflower. I don't want to do too much and then have it not turn out. I keep trying the cauliflower, hoping that I'm going to be successful with it, and so I'm not giving up on cauliflower. I'm just not planting very many plants, just so that if it doesn't work out, then I haven't taken up a bunch of space. My other cauliflower is the cheddar cauliflower. And again, I'm just going to plant a couple of seeds in each cell. I've bought the cheddar cauliflower and I really like it. It's nice to have something with a little bit different look. I just noticed I dropped a seed on the floor. I heard it hit the floor. So I'm just putting, again, 2 seeds in each of the cells. And next is my Munchkin broccoli. The Munchkin broccoli I planted last year and it actually did quite well. Unfortunately, that is a vegetable that my son has sensitivity to, is the broccoli. So it's fine to make it, but he can't have it. So I don't know. I still like it. I'm not going to not grow it. I love broccoli. And so does my husband. So we'll like steam it and then we'll take a little bit of vegetable oil and soy sauce and add it after we've steamed the broccoli. Then we drain it, but we keep some of that water from the water that we steamed the broccoli in. And we add a little bit of vegetable oil and a little bit of soy sauce, and we pour that over the broccoli, and it's actually quite nice. My sister-in-law showed me how to do that, so yeah, it's pretty good. And now I'm going to do my Brussels sprouts. Oh, I think I need my other pack of Brussels sprouts because I only have 4 seeds here. But I have another pack, so we're good. And then after I do my Brussels sprouts, then I just have my cabbage. I hope that this the Scorpio cabbage, that's the variety that I'm doing. I did that last year and it actually, the seeds didn't take. So I am going to try it again, and hopefully the seeds will take. I think what I'll end up doing is just putting more of the seeds in the cell, and that way then they've got, I'm gonna actually put an extra seed of each of these of the Brussels sprouts too, because I ended up actually having to buy Brussels sprouts last year after I started them. So there must have been an issue with my Brussels sprout plants, and I can't remember what ended up happening last year. So I'm going to plant more in each spot. I'm going to put 3 seeds in each spot for the cabbage, and hopefully one of those 3 seeds will take, and then I can just I can also pot up the other ones if they take as well, and then that way I will have lots of cabbage. I love cabbage, so does my family. So you can never have too much cabbage as far as I'm concerned. Cabbage is just one of those things that you can do so much with, whether you're cooking with it, you can ferment it and make sauerkraut with it. I also do like a lazy cabbage roll casserole I make with it, and that's really nice too. So okay, I am just going to add a little bit of soil over top of each of my seeds, and then I'll give it a quick little spray on top. The soil underneath is wet. Spray on top, just to kind of wet this soil that I just put on here. Like I say, the bottom soil underneath is already wet. I just wanted to add some moisture to the top. Okay. Yeah, so today it is Tuesday, April the 26th. So we're almost at the end of April. My husband and I were joking about how I've hardly worked at all this April between traveling back and forth to Vancouver with my husband's father passing, and then there was the Easter, little bit of an Easter break there, and then I was sick a little bit, and I ended up getting COVID, and so I was out of commission for a week. Didn't work then, and then when I was feeling a lot better, I was able to go out and get some groceries, and then this happened. So I was supposed to be grocery shopping at 3 different stores, and I got to my first store, and then I had my fall, and I didn't end up finishing my grocery shopping, so because I ended up having to go to the hospital and have it checked out. But everything is good. There's nothing broken, so I'm happy about that. I just kind of look a bit of a mess. I wanted to add in a little tour here. This on my plant stand that I have going, I have this first tray is my celery that I repotted. In behind that, I have some seeds started that I had started a couple of weeks ago. They haven't sprouted, or no, not a couple of weeks ago. I did those the last time I started seeds. These ones are ones that I had started, and they've started sprouting. So in the front I have the gazanias. In behind that is my Aunt Molly's, but there's nothing started sprouting. Behind that is my Sweet Williams, which have started to sprout. Behind those were my osteospermum, and then balsam, and in the very back is stalks. The balsam and the stalks haven't sprouted yet. Over here in my next tray at the very front is my eggplant, and then I have all different varieties of peppers in behind. This is the tray that I just planted today. Underneath that, in this tray, this is all marigolds. The ones in the back have sprouted, and that is my vanilla lemon drop, and then the ones in the front, they're just starting to sprout, and that's my Cracker Jack marigolds. I only have one sprouting as of yet. Oh, 2 sprouting right now as of yet. Here I have my snapdragons, and next to that are the plants established are my peppers, but these little sprouts in the front, those were the phlox that I started, and I had to have those in darkness, and they have sprouted, so I've put them under the lights. Beside that is my dianthus. Behind the dianthus is the salvia, and behind the salvia is my lobelia. This is the other tray that I just started today. Going down below, in the front is my carnations. Behind those are the foxglove. Behind that is the Chilean glory flower. And then behind that I have tulsi on the right, but on the other side is regular basil, and that has not sprouted. And it's been quite a while, so I think I'm going to add some more seed to that, and hopefully that will sprout. Behind that is my Nolana, and then in the very back is my chrysanthemums. My next tray in the front is echinacea, and then this here is rosemary, and beside it is borage, which I've never grown. I have my 2 types of parsley, my curly leaf and my flat leaf parsley. And then in behind that, I have some thyme and spearmint. Now the spearmint has not sprouted, and the thyme, I'm probably going to have to reseed some more of that because I only have one little sprout of thyme. In this tray beside that, in the front is lobelia, and then I have two kinds of petunias in behind there. This tray in the front is my pansies. Behind that is the geraniums. And then in behind that is the verbena. And down here, not much going on, but in this little one I have one little sprout, and this was my lavender. But beside that is oregano, and that hasn't come up, so I'm probably going to end up adding more seeds to those. And those all in behind there is my portulaca and the scabiosa. And in the very back is the phacelia, which doesn't seem to be a lot going on there. In the front here, I just planted Lavatera, calendula, and then in behind that I had planted, this is my dahlias. Then I have some evening scented stalks, nicotania, and then I have some boy oh boy marigolds sprouting in the very back. This here is Terrenia, and it still is in darkness. These seeds have not sprouted yet. Besides this is I have two kinds of alyssum. In the front is the carpet of snow, and behind that is the royal carpet. And then in the very back is my Easter bonnet mix of alyssum as well. These are my tomatoes that I have just started a week ago, just over a week ago. And they have started to sprout. So I have my 16 different varieties of tomatoes, and as you can see, I have one, those are sprouting there. It's just started. That's my Manitoba tomatoes. This is the chocolate sprinkles. What else is sprouted? Oh, these ones. This is the red tumbler. And these are the Amish paste. I have a little sprout here. That's my sweetie cherry. Oh, I have a couple of sprouts on this one. And that's my Aunt Ruby's German green. Oh, and there's one little sprout coming in there. And that is the San Marzano. So that's exciting that I have. And in the very back, I have more marigold sprouting up in there as well. I ended up moving this tray. I'm just going to pull this over. I moved this tray into this window. It actually gets quite a bit of bright light. And this is also snapdragons and my leeks, because I figured that these ones would probably be able to handle just being in a bright window. So I moved those over there because I had to make room from my plant stand, which I am running out of room. I just remembered I also want to do a quick little happy birthday wish to my brother. It's his birthday tomorrow, and since this won't get posted until tomorrow, happy birthday, Randy. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me, and hit that subscribe button. and throw in a like. I'm just glad I could do a little video here, and again, thanks for joining me. Bye for now.